That's right. Be thankful for this opportunity to be alive right now in this timeline. I appreciate you being here. This is day 11 of my fasting journey. Today I ate 9 o'clock. I had some egg bites with regenerative farm butter from Vital Farms. Love that butter. And some steamed veggies, small. Now, this is not the recommended way to break fast when you're first starting out. You want to break fast with soft foods, preferably. I prefer juice over broth and that kind of thing. And I can explain that during the Sunday school this week. And I can explain why I like to just break fast with the green juice, but with the fibers in it. And get my digestive system going. And of course, the greens create a sud, so it starts cleaning and it coats the lining of the digestive tract. And then, of course, the prebiotics that are in there. And then we feed it. It's got probiotics as well. It's got all the medicine in it. Everything green is medicine. And that's the easiest way for you to break fast if you are, breaking fast at any time, just so you can feel what your body's doing. And it's great. It's a great feeling to have, especially after like 2 or 3 days. If you break fast with the green juice, it's really amazing. And just to sit with it, make sure it's room temperature. Do not add ice. We're not designed to be eating or drinking cold things. We can, but it takes too much work. We have to use too much thermal energy, which we're already lacking, because we don't have enough easy structured water in our body. We're lacking the minerals and the gases, and we have an overload or an unbalanced amount of other things in the body. So the body is real careful on how it utilizes the energy that it has. We're lacking our sunlight every day, and that's how we recharge our cells. That's how you recharge the structured water, which is the battery of the body, and it's everywhere, in every cell by molecular count. So having that green juice is probably my best way to break fast. Now, I like to go extreme. If you're around me, I've always been an extremist, no matter what it is. If it's cars, motorcycles, work stuff, study stuff, food stuff. I mean, it's always extreme, right? And I've learned that sometimes that's not the best way to go about it, but that's still not going to change who I am. So I get risky with it. So that queso fundido was an absolute no-no. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. The whole plate, I ate it. I'll share a video here, or a picture of it. And but yeah, don't break fast with that. Like I said, I've done this a very long time, and I know my first partner, and I know what we can handle, we can take, and we're tough. We're built fucking for the long haul. You know what I mean? I'm still here. After everything I've been through, I'm still here. Those that have been with me for the long haul, you know. When I was a little kid, they used to always tell me that boy has a purpose. That boy has a purpose. And of course, with everything going on in my life, I never believed any of it. Because, like, how can I have purpose and I'm going through all this chaos? Like, no other kid that I know has gone through what I've gone through. Like, I don't know anyone. You know what I mean? So, but I understand it now. And I'm super grateful for all of it, right? Just be thankful. And so because I know my body, I'm able to take on that queso fundido with chorizo, and then I ate a whole sliced, even the flour tortillas. I wanted to stay in ketosis, but you know what? I was just enjoying myself, and I didn't want to put my beliefs into her, right? Because then that just takes away our time together, you know, our time, just, you know, nice hug and just sit there just hugging each other, looking at the sun, bro. Like, just shh, quiet, say nothing, just be present. That's it. That's the greatest gift. Just be quiet, face the sun, at the ocean, just hug it out and just hold that hug. Just give you what you're missing. Give each other what you're missing, right? That sincere intimacy is so amazing and wonderful, and it's needed, and it's missing in our homes. I'll nerd out on that stuff too. And then I started with the cocktail, the shrimp cocktail, and I asked for more avocado because I wanted the fats, because that was the original plan was just to go down there, get a shrimp cocktail, and put a lot of avocado in it and try to eat less of the sauce because I didn't want the carbs to be, you know, high. And that would have been like perfect. But then I saw the queso fundido on the menu and I was like, whoa, like, have you ever had this? She said no. So okay, I want you to like try it. This is wonderful. So I finished the queso and then I started on the cocktail, and it was a bit much because I was already, the cheese was already getting cold going down, so, you know, it thickens up. Queso fundido, you want to eat it right as soon as it hits the table when it's super, super hot, because it's melted and it's easier to pass down. But yeah, I didn't think I could finish it, but I did. And then the cocktail, she helped me out eating the shrimp. She likes shrimp. I'm okay with shrimp. I'm not a big fan of it, but I was craving that for some time. And oh yeah, speaking of cravings, I got 2 texts yesterday asking about, based on my video yesterday, about what I was talking about, crunchiness, and what does that mean in biology, when we have a craving for crunchy things, and that's like resentment, anger, things that you're holding on to, frustration. One of the biggest one is frustration, and that's mine, and it's usually work related. And then I'll talk about that too. So I'll talk about the taste buds and all that. So we'll talk about the habitual body and the emotional body, because both of those are together. So and then of course those two together go to the physical body, which is the posture. So those 3 things are tied together. I mean, it's all tied together, but those are the main 3 that respond to the need of like salty foods, sweets, and sweets come from, there's a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons is the feeling of being alone, like not enough for people, which is the most common that I see in my friends / clients. And then the other one is like anger, right? Bitter things, and so on and so on. So there's a lot of that, and I'll break that down too. Probably on Sunday School I'll talk about that, because if you ask me, it's important to you, and I want to get that information to you. So because I love you. So yeah. So we finished off, and that was great, and that was my fast. And then I just jump back on, right? I get off my fast and I hop back on. I continue again. So we'll continue to ride it out. I have to stay consistent on the water right now to be able to move that cheese. I took a little nap earlier, and I have very strong, vivid dreams. And the more I fast, the stronger they get, and it doesn't go away. It just stays. It stays. So, like, for as long as I've been fasting, my dreams are very vivid. I could almost smell and taste in the dreams. It's that realistic. And at times I can control the dream, depending on how far or how deep I'm into the fast. And that's a really amazing thing. And I've learned a lot of things from that. And early on, when I started getting into the fasting, I had a lot of vivid dreams back to back, and a lot of revelations and a lot of information. So I learned to pay attention to my dreams and look for calendars on the walls, look for clocks, any signs like that would give me like a time, when that's taking place. And then I would come back and research and nerd out and pull out the journal and write down what the dream was about. And it was vivid, and I can remember everything. And then I would, do search and Google some of the stuff that I saw, and I would be like, oh damn, like, what is this? Like, another rabbit hole. And I've been through a lot of rabbit holes, and those rabbit holes don't end. Let me tell you, they don't end. They keep going and keep going, and that's good to know, because at least you'll see patterns, right? They're all patterns. You start seeing patterns and repetition, and then so you can sort of avoid it and navigate it to the best that you can. But the best way to live this experience is in a fasted state, hands down, bro. Like, hands down, in a fasted state. That's where you want to live. That's where you want to reside. And once you get into it and you stay consistent with it, you're gonna see how amazing it is, how beautiful it is. Not only that, but it also puts a dent in the consumerism, right? Like the Gregorian calendar and all that, that's all based on consumerism. So when you're fasted, you're not buying anything. You're not buying food. You're not buying any of that stuff. If you're serious about getting into this lifestyle too, what I strongly recommend, and what I have done for friends, is to clear out the pantry. Like I said, my friend who I helped guide his dad and give him information. We went in my friend's house, and his wife was very receiving. The kids were very receiving. They understood the mission. They understood the purpose, why Grandpa was here. And so we cleaned out all the cupboards, like everything. And we made everything intentional, right? We kept some of the main ingredients that they use, but we threw out anything that was not healthy, and we replaced it. They were very helpful with not putting up a fight, and not me needing to create another speech for that. And they received it well, and we cleaned out their pantry and replaced it with clean items and cleaner items. And then we let them continue their lifestyle, but just eating cleaner. That was a really great approach. And then because he was fasting, he would only dive into the very simple things. So he didn't need money for this treatment. You know what I mean? Except for his water. And one of the rules was that the son and his daughter-in-law were not allowed to interfere with his healing, with his fast. They weren't allowed to buy him anything or go get anything for him. He had to do it all on his own. And he did. So the only thing that he was buying was just basically the water and the juices, and he had to make his own juices. Nobody was there catering to him. I know there's a lot of situations which I've ran into with other people, especially with moms. They get into this need of being taken care of, right? Now they've done all this work and raised the kids and all that. In the end, they just want to be loved. They just want to be taken care of, because everybody's gone out of the house and grown up and doing their own things, and they don't have any new projects. So things change, and things can go out of balance real quick. So that's a different approach and a different, different story I can share with you. I have a few of those that we've dealt with, but we got great results in the end. And I have two right now that are a little challenging. And if you're watching this video, hey, it's your life. Do what you want to do with it. Remember, I'm not here to change your mind, right? I'm not here to alter your belief system. I'm not here to get you to do something you don't want to do. I'm just here to provide the information and let the information be some sort of guide for you, so you can start and experience a different reality that you are currently experiencing. So yeah, that's it. And then so we continue on day 11 of my fasting journey. I hopped off the fast and I'm hopping back on. That's it. No need that negative self-talk. We don't need that. Body doesn't like that. Body likes to be embraced, hugging. The body loves to be hugged. The body loves to be caressed. It loves to be honored, respected. It loves this right here, this movement right here. Oh, bro. But the body needs to feel safe, and the body will protect you. It's an amazing thing. Yeah, I mean, there's so much information, man. Like, I really have a hard time not just spilling everything out. As you can see in the earlier videos, and as we go, like I said, this video, I guess, style will probably change. It's going to end up being whatever it is on this platform. And as long as we can keep this platform without getting it taken away, that'd be wonderful. I'm not here for the money. I'm not here to make money from YouTube or any of that. I just want this channel and this platform open, and where I can speak and not be sent emails and warnings and all that. I just leave us alone. Leave us alone. So, but yeah, man, day 11. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. A couple of you guys at work told me you guys watch my video and you're gonna share it with friends, and that's all I want. I want you to share this information with somebody that you know can benefit, and again, they can see it in real time what's happening, and then I will definitely make Sunday school class, and I'll bring up some of the topics that you guys are asking about when you guys text me, which reminds me one more thing. So distilled water is not only neutral water, but it's plain water, right? Just it's hydrogen and oxygen. So these are the only gases that are in the water, and so we want to honor this, and with an understanding that this is not only for the drinking, but it's also for washing your face in the morning when you wake up. Put it on your hands. If you feel dry, if you see it like dry, just put some in your hand and apply it and let it air dry. Don't wipe it off, let it air dry. Same thing when you do in your face in the morning, get it all wet and let it air dry. If you do your hair, get it wet, let it air dry, let it absorb into the body. Remember, our skin absorbs it, and you'll see great results with skin. The more you do it, the better you'll look. I don't do it, but I should. I do it when I see my arms ashy from showering in the tap water. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about the tap water too. So if you're making any smoothies, teas, specialty teas, make sure you're using distilled water. For cooking, distilled water. Anything that you are bringing into the body, distilled water. And this is just natural. This is how we did it historically, in the natural origins. Like the system itself was able to prime and clean itself through the carbon and the clay and all the other elements in the flow of the river of the living waters. And then later on, once we started settling and creating places of long-term dwellings, then we created our own systems and all that, right? And then so on and so on, and we just went on from there. But use it in every aspect of your life because it's plain water. And so we want to clean the body, but we don't want to be battling bringing in more stuff. And so this will be helpful for that. The tap water has like a lot of gases, a lot of acids, a lot of metals, a lot of plastics, and then all the toxins that chlorine, well, it's still, but the the toxins and everything that goes through the process to get to the point where you open the faucet and the water comes out. So remember, all of that you're putting in your body. So if you're cooking with that, you're putting it in your food. If hopefully you're not making baby formula, you shouldn't be making baby formula. If you're not making breast milk, it's because your cholesterol level is too low. Okay. You need it. You need the fat. You need the protein to be able to produce milk. And then yeah, I don't know. I just there's a lot. My brain is going like 100 miles an hour right now, and I'm just grabbing things as it passes by. But because I struggle and I want to just give you everything. Like every subject, I want to break it down enough where you understand it and know the reason on why, right? So the why question is forever for me. I ask why, and keep going until I'm satisfied with the information, and then I know what to do with it. So that's it. Yeah, it's Friday, day 11, and I don't know how long this was, but it felt right, and I wanted to share. And more importantly, don't forget to stretch your breath. I will also give you some tools for posture, and so I'll share that with you, and I'll do them so you can know how to do it, and that will help you also release and feel better in your body. Yeah, so we'll talk about distilled water, tap water. We'll talk about posture, more fascia release while we're drinking the distilled water and how that process is and how that works. And then we'll talk about well, we'll share a story. We'll share a story also of the struggles that I've come across with friends and students, and maybe some of that will resonate with you, and you'll know how to approach that talk about the fasting and distilled water with somebody that is going through something, and it's not easy, and we have to recognize that everybody's here on their own terms, on their own free will. They're doing whatever they want with their life, and the outcome is going to be that, right? So input and output. You don't change things in your life unless your outputs are intentional, and the output for me is, well, input. But yeah, that's it, man. I'm winding down for the night, and I gotta stay on this water, so I'm not sure how much sleep I'm gonna get, but I gotta keep pushing the water through until I can get this cheese digested, because that was just crazy. That was crazy. I'll make another quick little video on that food so you can see. But yeah. Anyhow, this is me. Nothing special. No fancy equipment. No fancy editing. It's just me. And if you're here, you're here. Don't forget to stretch the breath, bro.